Hello everyone. Welcome to this Divine Insights channel where we'll be just talking about astrology, and only astrology. Yes, today in this session, I'll be talking about generational curses and pitrudosha, and basically how a karmic debt is created in the life, like what kind of works or karmas that actually bring the debt and karmic things to us. We'll be talking about this in this session. Okay, so let me start with, see, the most important houses that we'll be talking is the most importantly the eighth house. Okay, and also the sixth house, because sixth house is basically we talk that talks about karmic debt. And yes, eighth house also talks about more than karmic debt. It is very mysterious house. You can see curses or diseases that from eighth house. And yes, this will be our main motive in this video. So yes, let's get started. See, first let's talk about, is there any difference between generational curses and pitrudosha? Yes, in pitrudosha, the bad karma or deeds which are done by your fathers, it will be not much deeper, because in pitrudosha it just includes either your father, grandfather and great grandfather, only like around 3 generations, that's it. Okay, but in generational curses what it happens is, the basically the curse is flowing from generation to generation. Matlab, it literally will be having multiple generations, and from multiple generations the curse is being carried forward from father to son again and again, in a multiple generation. So then that becomes the generational curse. So how we can see this? Okay, so if any connection of Rahu and Ketu to your fifth house or eighth house, sometimes even ninth house, and also, so if Rahu is any making any connection with Mars, or either Ketu is making any connection with Mars, especially in fifth house or in eighth house or in ninth house, then this directly shows Pitrudosh. If just uh, like how we come to the conclusion that if it is a generational curse or not. So for this, most importantly, we need to also analyze the parents and their especially children for fathers forefather. So you need to check all their charts. In that situation, something will be common in them. That could be something like placement of Mars being same in literally everyone's chart. So something like this, which is kind of very similarity, and which in a bad position, so you are getting similarity in the charts in bad positions. So then that all that indicates generational curses. So how we actually get this, like what would be the bad deeds that are done by your ancestors that you're facing today? So what would be the bad karmas? See, um look, if there is a person who is literally having nothing, and if you snatch something from that kind of person, then it will really create huge karmic debt, so which you must face. So for example, just imagine, so there is a person who literally who doesn't have anything, and just consider it's a lady and she's widow. There is just a one flat or land which is given to her from her father or her husband, and she has literally nothing. And if you go and kind of make any cheating or any false allegation on her, and you take her to the judge and the court, and you make court cases, and in that just by you giving so much money to lawyers, and just get make her lose her property. In that case, look, she it's the only property she has, and if you snatch that property from her, then she can't able to live anywhere. So in that position, what happens is, the karma that you will get is ultimate, and you must need to face it. And such kind of karmic that that will be carried forward from fathers to their son, and again it continues, because whensoever we earn any money or any property, the means also matters a lot. If that property is kind of snatched from someone who is weaker section, and they're the people who doesn't have anything, in that case what happens is, you're basically kind of taking whatsoever is in them, basically, uh, it's kind of making them have nothing in this world when they already have nothing. Okay, so in this condition, uh, see, basically you are not only using that property, you're also for giving that property your son and daughters. So in that case, what happens is, see, not only blessings but also the curses also, spread from one chart to another chart, that is from father to son, and so on. So in this case, if that property is snatched and from weaker section, and it is not earned in a right method, in that case, it will come with karmic debt, and that karmic debt that flows in the family, just like just like water, it flows in the family, the karmic debt, because uh, once the property is snatched, that property is kind of given to son and their son, so like this. So along with the property, you will also get its karmic debt if it is not earned in right manner. That's what I mean, in short. So this is how karmic debts are created. And in simple example, I'll be talking again about how karmic debt will be created. Okay, so this is something different. So just imagine there is a son and he has mother and wife and children too, but this guy is only giving importance to his wife and his children. He's doing everything for them, but not at all caring about his mother. Even if she is facing any difficulties, hardships, if she is going through any diseases, in that condition, if he is not treating her well, if he is not giving money for her treatment, in that case, what happens is, you know here the karmic debt is created. See, first of all, he moon, so mother is the moon is karaka for mother, so he will directly ruin his moon. Okay, uh, so after that, what happens? So moon is also considered as, moon is something which is very emotional, and it's a karaka for food as well, so it might create problem in food, and also in cash, because liquid cash is something which is represented by moon, so that will also get destroyed. And yeah, so multiple things are also there which can affect. And also moon is something which can be, which is also considered as a karaka for first daughter. So if this person's first daughter will also suffer a lot, because he is ruining his moon, so obviously his first daughter will be facing problems, and also in her marriage too. Okay, so this is how the karmic debt is created if you are not fulfilling the duties towards your family or anyone. In this case, it wasn't fulfilling the duty towards his mother, but in other cases it can be different. Okay, and then, yes, let's talk about inheritance. See, inheritance is something that we get from our ancestors, our fathers. Okay, so if it is that properties or if that asset is not earned very well, in that case we also take part of their karmic debt as well, because if it is not earned well, then there will be karmic debt which is associated to that asset. So if you are taking that asset just because you are his son or daughter, in that case you are not only taking uh, their assets, their properties, you are also taking the karmic debt which is related to that particular property. So, and after this whole thing, okay, so yeah, let me talk again one more thing. uh, in future what it can happen. Okay, so how things work if we don't do any remedies related to pitradosh or generational curses, what can happen? So what can happen is exactly like, so the generational curses will be kind of carried forward from son to their son, and again. And in this case, what happens is there'll be a one child, okay, who will take birth in this in this lineage, and he will literally destroy all wealth. So he will take from cross to zero. So yeah, that's what we can expect, okay, if these kind of generational curses are not treated well. And also, look, basically, if properties are made by snatching from weaker section, then it can be seen through chart as well, because if there is heavy malefic influence in your fourth house, then it shows very heavy karmic debt which is related to properties and homelands too. Okay, so in this case what happens is, even though you have multiple properties and everything is there, wealth, money, everything is going good, still you won't be able to feel that satisfaction in your life. And basically fourth house represents that peace. You won't be getting that inner peace or mental peace. So basically you'll be kind of facing any mental health issues related to fourth house. And yes, uh, let me tell you one more thing. If you if ancestors also made some good karmas, in that case what happens is, in that case again there will be a person who takes birth in this lineage, who is having strong Venus, especially in 8th house. Okay, so basically, see, Venus is a karaka for we call it as, it has got Sanjeevani Vidya, which is a Vidya which which gives birth to someone who is died. Okay, so that is called as Sanjeevani Vidya. That's a very most powerful Vidya that Venus has. Okay, so no other planet has this capacity to learn this vidya, but he has got this vidya, I mean Venus. So, and that's the reason why, if any person is born in any lineage who is having a strong Venus, that too in placed in 8th house, and also his Ketu is also well placed, in that condition what happens is, this person will break that generational curse. How he will be going to break it? Either performing rituals, following remedies, and anything, okay, which is which can be called as remedies for generational curses. So this person will since he has very strong Venus, and also especially placed in 8th house, so this person has got the capacity to take the family, okay, from take the family out from this generational curses. He has got this power. Okay, so that can also be seen through charts. And at the end, what I want to say, see, I'll be talking just about remedies, what you can do if you find Pitrudosha or generational curses in your chart. Okay, so most importantly, first thing is, food donation is something which can be considered, because food is a thing, okay, which gives the life to the person. If you can't give anything at the end, at least you should give the food. That's very important, because we are all able to live here on this earth just because of food. So I think food donation is something you must consider. So, and after that, after food, it is shelter, which is very essential for anyone to live. So, if you are very rich, okay, and if you have got multiple properties, uh, you can you can you can give any property to the tenants, okay, for not have not getting that rent. So you can just let them be there in that place for free. So basically you are give for those who are in that kind of need. Okay, so that will also that will help you find that mental peace and inner peace in the life. Okay, and the next would be, it is especially if your Rahu is connected to 5th house or 9th house, then mantra chanting is something which which works better. Okay, so what could be the mantra chanting? So it could be any mantra which in which deity you are having faith towards. So in that mantra you can chant for 108 times, and at the end you will surrender that that recitation, whatever you did for 108 times, that you will just surrender that to you, that to the your ancestors. Okay, so like this like this, it will benefit your ancestors. At the end, it also eventually improves your condition too, because if you are doing remedies, then obviously that blessings or that prayers will be reaching to the ancestors, and their karmas get better, and in that condition your situation also gets better. And I think this was about inheritance, generational curses, pitrudosha, and remedies, and also some importance about Venus, and also about sixth house, eighth house, and yeah, somehow we also covered fourth house, which was about properties and all. Yes, I think if you're watching till now, thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. And bye bye.